One of the questions I get all the time from MSPs is, Robin, should I charge for assessments, risk assessments, cybersecurity assessments, network audits? And in this video, I'm going to give you the real true answer to that question, and it's not as simple as you might think. Hi, my name is Robin Robbins. I'm founder of technologymarketingtoolkit.com, where we've helped over 10,000 IT service companies, VARs, MSPs, IT service providers to generate more leads, more qualified leads, increase sales and profitability through strategic sales and marketing systems. And one of the questions I get all the time is, Robin, should I charge for IT assessments? Sometimes they're called network audits, risk assessments, cybersecurity assessments, whatever it is. There's a lot of controversy out there, and there's some people who are saying you absolutely should not do these for free and you should not give them away. And there are times when that makes sense, but I think before you jump to the conclusion that you should charge for them or you shouldn't charge for them, you have to understand this is basically a tool, and there's two ways you can use this tool to generate more sales. Okay, so the first thing you have to understand is the way we're using risk assessments, the way I coach my clients to use risk assessments, is we are using it in marketing as a lead generation offer. It's a way of getting a prospect to engage with you that is lowering the barrier, if you will, the threshold they have to jump over to engage with you. Just like offering free information, a free report, an ebook or whatever, and giving it away for free is a good thing because it helps you to generate leads. The minute that you cross over into charging for something, you are going to get fewer leads and it's going to get more difficult. Now, I understand the argument could be, well, if you charge for an ebook or an assessment or whatever, the person you get is going to be more qualified and therefore more serious about hiring you, and you're going to have a better chance of closing that deal. And that is true. But the other side to that you have to realize is that if you are charging for an offer, again, whether it's an ebook or a seminar or even a free assessment, you have just raised the bar. And now it's not just a lead generation offer. Now you're getting into getting someone to purchase something, and that will reduce the number of people. And it's not necessarily a bad idea to give things away for free in order to get people to engage with you. I mean, this is a standard offering. If you look at chiropractors offer free exams and x-rays all the time to get people into their practice. Financial advisors offer free assessments or similar consultations, like a financial plan assessment. Tax preparers offer free tax plan or tax return reviews. And they're doing this not because they are stupid and because it's a bad idea and they don't know what else to do. They're doing it because offering something of high value for free opens the floodgates and allows you to get more prospects, more leads. And they're not all necessarily going to be non-buyers and looky-loos. I don't buy that for a second. Now, when you offer something for free, you do need a process. So when you do the assessment or you give them the free thing, that has to be engineered properly so that you get more commitment. You move that prospect from being maybe a shy yes to a hell yes, and they want to hire you. All that is true. But when you're thinking about what kind of offers am I going to make to the marketplace, anytime you are charging for something, the difficulty of getting someone to goes up exponentially. Like even in my business, if we decide we're just going to charge $47 for a seminar or a webinar, we get a lot fewer people, and the difficulty of getting people to sign up for that webinar goes up exponentially. Yeah, the people who show up are more committed, I get it, but you're reducing the number of people that are actually going to sign up. It could be as much as 50 or 60%. Whereas if I offer it for free and get let's say instead of getting 20 people, I get 100 people, those are 100 people more leads and more opportunities with. Yes, some of them are going to be not as committed because maybe they're just early in the sales process. They're just starting to kind of think about making a change or buying something. But by getting them into that webinar or by doing this assessment or whatever it is we're doing, we're getting them to move closer to us. All right. So again, there are times when it's appropriate to charge. And I would say, for example, if you're doing a really deep risk assessment, something that is a reliance opinion where it's for compliance or something to that degree, and it's going to involve a lot of work, it's going to involve a lot of hours, then it's perfectly appropriate to charge for that. Again, you got to make sure that you're dealing with a qualified lead, because then it becomes a sale, not necessarily a lead generation offer. And again, the times and the reasons why we offer an audit or an assessment for free is because a good offer, when you're making an offer to a prospect, it has to transcend immediate needs. So if you're calling on the marketplace or sending out whatever kind of marketing pieces you're sending out, and you're saying, hey, we do IT support and services, managed services, cybersecurity, we're really, really good at it. Are you ready to tango? Do you want to talk? Do you want to schedule an appointment? A lot of people are going to say, no, I'm just fine. But if we offer something like a risk assessment to see how well your current IT company is actually protecting you, are you actually being backed up? Are you truly secure from ransomware? When we offer that sort of a score or risk assessment, somebody who might not be actively looking right now to change IT providers, who might have a little dissatisfaction, who might have a sneaking suspicion their current IT company is not doing a good job, might say yes to that, will say yes to that, because there's value in that. It transcends immediate need, and there's a much higher perceived value than just let's sit down and have a sales meeting about you hiring us for IT. So again, that's why one of the reasons why we use audits and risk assessments. It's a good offer. It transcends immediate need. It has a high perceived value, where even if the prospect doesn't buy, they feel as though meeting with you and going through this process is going to deliver value. And if you're doing it right, it should. And so again, you get more people to engage with you. You get more people to sit down with you. Doing that kind of risk assessment also allows you to wedge out the incumbent provider and other providers, because as you know, in order for you to be the MSP of choice, you've got to get rid of the incumbent provider or the current person, whatever is in place right there, because they're not going to hire two MSPs. So by doing this kind of risk assessment, again, if it's done properly, you're going to be able to wedge out the incumbent provider. You're going to be able to diagnose before you prescribe. It also allows you to not just go in and say, hey, everything's screwed up. If you're using some of the assessment tools that are out there today, like a rapid fire tools or a galactic scan or something like that, there's an ID agent dark web. If you're using these, it actually gives you ammunition to not just go in and say, hey, Mr. Business Owner, your IT company's screwing up. They're not doing a good job for you. I mean, obviously, if you're selling them stuff, they're going to expect that you're going to say that. But if you can show them scans and results and reports by third-party auditing software that they have low scores and they have vulnerabilities and they have neglected areas of their network, that provides you with more concrete evidence in wedging out that incumbent so that they realize they're not quote unquote fine and they want to bring someone like you in to hire them. So again, before you jump to the conclusion that you should not give away an assessment for free, again, you have to understand that it's not just let's offer it for free and be done with it, but there are specific and strategic reasons why you'd want to give it away for free, to open up the floodgates, to get more leads coming in, to have more engagement coming in. Whereas if you're charging for it, you're going to cut that lead flow off. And from my experience with most MSPs, because they don't have marketing systems and they don't have a lot of inbound leads, more often than not, I'm going to recommend that you offer it for free in order to get more appointments, more conversations, more engagements, to create that pipeline of you're getting ready to buy buyers. All right. So again, don't just jump to free assessments are bad and paid assessments are good, or vice versa. You got to understand the reason, the situation, the purpose we're doing it. And it has to be done strategically, not just in a one size fits all bathrobe approach to marketing strategy. So I hope this was helpful. If you like it, please leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Give me a like, subscribe to my channel. That's the only way you're going to get more videos like this, more content, more great ideas for marketing and selling your IT services. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.